I fucking love this kid.
Fucking hilarious.
I love him.
That was the funniest part of the show.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
It's another edition of KFC Radio on the Barstool Sports Network. Live in the new studio. I am uncomfortable, and I'm still figuring out the new studio.
We are uncomfortable?
Yeah.
How come?
Because I realized in watching back myself that, like, forever, I was just, like, a chest up, you know?
Yeah.
And people, you know, of course, have seen me in videos and walking around the office and stuff, but a lot of fucking people out there, either for 1 Minute Man or this, have only seen, like, here up. Mm-hmm. Now they see your body and they see the way you sit. And even, like, we used to sit, like, really sideways. Now you're seeing, like, our whole face, and I don't know what to do with my hands.
I did notice
I'm also very worried about my junk because, you know, if you're wearing, like, tight pants and you sit normal, usually, like, your dick's fucking out.
That normal felt a little pointed.
No, what do you mean?
You were saying I sit abnormal.
No. I mean, like if you're conscious of it, you can. But if you just like sit down and sit, usually you have the moose knuckle. So all of it, I'm just kind of. If you've noticed in the last few episodes, I'm very just like. So I'm just gonna.
I saw.
I think punch in.
We'll be okay for now. I think spring and summer might be tough on us, and it's a lot of t-shirts and things.
That's why we need to keep this shit cold.
No.
You know the air conditioner pumps more in here.
I know.
Yeah.
No, I can feel it.
I'm gonna buy you a thing, space heater.
You can use it for an hour a week.
I'm gonna get you a space heater.
Oh, it was.
It was on the show.
It was
I was part of
TikTok,
it.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing like t-shirts sitting.
Oof. Yes,
we have opened up Pandora's box.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We had a good thing going with a high table, and even the like.
I could wear shorts.
We talked about how this opens up, and like because I was like I like to stand up. I'm not gonna be able to just stand up.
Yeah.
We used to have a desk up to here. Now, if I was just standing to do the show, it would be ridiculous.
That would look preposterous. Yeah.
You know what we need is a table that I press a pedal and the table comes up.
Maybe like if it was like triangular in shape.
Yeah, maybe. Fuck this new place. We still have a Marty garbage anyway.
It is one of those things where it is nice that it's so similar. Like my defense for we didn't steal it would be like, it's like when I plagiarized papers, I at least changed some things.
No, the defense
this is
for
just
it,
exactly the same.
The defense for it though is we started it like a goddamn year ago, and you know. Takes a long time to get some things done at Barstool. So much so that an entire podcast was created and exploded and became a hit in basically the amount of time we've been trying to get a new studio. So, but yeah, shout out to Foley and Kippy and Aunt Tootie and the basement. And ironically, they switched their studio, and I think they look more like our old one.
Really?
They have like white, they have light color walls. I think they were like, let's get out of the dingy basement. We got new money.
What do you think about if we just like we did more blank walls?
Yo, what's funny?
Let's change this.
I think about how many people out there, like other talent, let's say like really famous people, like if this studio wasn't good or it didn't come out like nice or right or whatever, would be like do it over. You know, like the assholes out there who are just like. No, didn't come out good, and there are people who were like, okay, like they didn't like it, redo it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
it'd be nice to be a person like that.
I know.
Be pretty beneficial.
I don't think I could.
No,
I don't. I really don't think I could. I think you either are or you aren't, and I don't think it has to do with the money or the fame or anything. Yeah, you're either the type of person to be like, ugh, or not. Anyway, we got Jay Pharoah on the show today, who is the exact opposite of that type of guy. Very cool cat. So he's on the show. We got to do some voicemails and all that. First, we got some 1 Minute Man topics, and I have a spectacular Am I the Asshole?
Yeah?
Yeah, one of my favorite of all time.
Is it viral or is it personal?
No. Well, I don't know if it's not personal. I don't know if it's viral either. It's on a Instagram page that's getting decent traction, but it's not like one of those major ones, I don't think. Well, here's what it is. Should we just dive into it, or are we doing something else first? Oh yeah, we got to talk about some other things first. Pointers up. Show me your pointer, John. Pointer. Wait, by the way, what'd you call your fingers when you were a kid? It's like pinky,
Pointer.
ring finger. What'd you call this?
I don't think I called it anything.
It's not the right finger.
What?
Oh,
Yeah, it is.
no, it's not. That's the middle.
This is
What?
not my middle finger, Jackie.
I know but that's his middle.
Oh.
I was about to make fun of you for being stupid. I was like, I'm just asking you a question. You're being stupid.
What did I call my middle finger? My middle finger.
Did you guys
Or pegger finger, maybe a little bit.
pegger finger?
Yeah.
Ooh, Jesus.
What does that mean? That sounds.
You peg someone off.
That's not a thing.
You peg people off?
No, you flip people off.
I said both. It
Peg
wasn't-
people off sounds like you're putting your finger in their asshole. Are you talking about flipping
It was,
the bird?
This
or
was
fingering an
pre-pegging.
asshole?
This was before pegging. This was just like, oh,
I don't think there was
that
a
fucking
time-
guy pegged me off.
No.
Yes, dude.
No way. Google that.
Google it. I'm 100% positive
Google
it's
the
a
phrase,
thing.
quote,
Pegged me
Pegged
off.
me
He
off.
pegged me off. This is bullshit. In 2023, it's gonna be a different answer.
no, put it in quotes, peg me off. That is not a phrase.
This is what my computer science teacher told me.
No fucking way is pegged.
Dude, this is. I
Yeah.
mean, like it was. Me and my friends didn't invent it. We surely heard it from somewhere.
Do peg Urban Dictionary. Let's see what we get for that.
It's gonna be the
But-
gay
but-
thing.
yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
the whatever thing.
It's not gay.
It's not gay.
Bro, it's not gay. If you're doing it with a chicken straight,
It's put like peg
middle finger. I guarantee nothing comes
It's
up.
gotta be something.
Nothing. This is completely made up. Actually, and even if something else comes up here, yeah, peg leech, nothing.
There's
What-
literally nothing.
How about this motherfucker saying, my pegger finger? That sounded racist. That sounded sexual. That sounded all sorts of weird.
I said
This goddamn
peg.
pegger finger. I'm like, whoa. What did you say?
Now I'm like second guessing myself that we.
You
didn't
should
say
be.
it.
You made
I'm
this up.
pretty sure we said like, oh, you fucking. I mean, peg me off is rolling off my tongue. I've said that before.
Yeah, you
Peg
have.
Your finger,
it just
maybe
has nothing
not
to
as
do with
much.
your fucking flipping the bird. It has to do with things going in your asshole.
Whatever, man. I'm gonna cut my middle finger off now too.
Well, so this is all just to say, when I was growing up, we called it tall man.
Tall man?
Yeah.
No, I've never heard that either.
You know that childhood nursery rhyme thing, like we run away with it. I think it's like Frere Jacques, and you go like run away.
Yeah, Frere
You put
Jacques.
your-
Frere Jacques.
Where
are
is
you?
Pinky? Where
Yeah,
is?
yeah, yeah.
I think in that one it's where is tall man? Where is tall man? Here he is. Here I am. And you always did it like this, because it's not like that.
Yeah. I don't remember the song that well. So you could, yeah.
Thumpkin.
Where's Thumpkin?
Thumpkin
Yeah.
sounds like another one of those things. Maybe because I'm just thinking of Blumpkin, but it's like I gave it a thumpkin.
All new age sex stuff is named
Bro,
after fingers.
The guy who came up with like Blumpkins and Dirty Sanchez and all that is despicable.
No one's ever actually done one of those.
I
right?
guarantee they have. Like,
Well,
after
I
the
mean,
fact.
like, yeah. After, but
Nobody
yeah,
did it.
That
It was
wasn't like,
like-
hey, what do you call when you get in a blowjob while you take a shit?
Yeah, you're
That's-
right. That was like somebody was like, "Yo, dude, I was taking a shit and this girl started to blow me," and they're like, "You got a Blumpkin?" Just like it's a chicken or the egg sort of thing.
Yeah.
But
We know what.
We know that
yeah.
the chicken.
It's like
laid the
Adam
egg.
and Eve. It was first.
We know what came first. We know who fucking ruined things. But yeah, this was Tall Man, I think. Yeah, who invented Blumpkin? Some fucking frat boy asshole. Anyway, the reason we're talking about all this is because I get a call last night. So when we did Something's Burning over the summer or whenever the fuck that was, I don't even know, over the winter, who cares?
It was summer in LA.
Yeah, that's why I said the summer, because I remember being in shorts. As a gift for coming on the show, Leanne, Bert's wife, sent everybody a knife from like Yukimoto or something.
I think Yamikoto.
Yamikoto.
It's a very nice thing.
Yamikoto, yeah.
Yamikoto knives, which are like the sharpest steak knives or cutting knife like in the world.
It's it got sent to our house blindly. They didn't let us know it was coming. And sometimes when we have new advertisers, things just get sent to our houses, and we're supposed to sample it. And I thought we were going to be selling these knives. And that's why I Googled it. I was like, what the fuck is this? I Googled it. It's like a $350 knife.
So nice.
And I was like, I don't know if that's really KFC Radio's vibe. If this is what we sales is sold, I'm not sure this is going to go how they think it's going to go.
I used it to cut cut my homemade cheese quesadilla that I put shredded cheese on and just like melted in the fucking microwave. It's designed to like slice, vegetables so thin they're like translucent. You can see through them. Meanwhile, I'm like chopping up, like Pillsbury fucking crescent rolls or whatever the fuck. It's so sharp that when I cleaned it, I folded like a
sponge
over it. Cut the knife right now.
Yeah. So last night I was cooking my HelloFresh, and I was making it was fucking what's the kind of fish it was? Tilapia. I was making tilapia, some rice, some green beans. In the rice, there's gonna be ginger. I don't like ginger, but I'm a sucker for following directions. So
Mans is such a pushover. If it says it on a piece of paper,
I have to
he'll do it.
I follow every instruction. I'm an instruction follower.
I mean, we need to start writing instructions for that. Write down things you want to happen.
Just point me in a direction, I go that way.
Yeah.
I am malleable.
Yeah.
And the instructions say minced ginger. I know full well I am not putting this ginger in the rice. But it's just like part of what I do.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
I thought the point was, I know I don't like ginger, but it calls for
I
the
might have
recipe.
sprinkled some in. I've used it. I've not used it. I don't use ginger. I don't like. In fact, every time, because I hate even using. They give you like a ginger thumb, and I have to peel it. And like,
wait, why is ginger? Ginger's like a.
It's like a root, and so you have to peel like the
another
bark
thing
off
that
it
you
essentially.
Peg with, right?
Yeah. And I was like, it's always such a pain in the ass to peel because like it's very tree-like. It's got like little nubs and stuff like that. And like, I hate peeling it. So I'm like, I'm not even fucking ever using this. But I decided I'm going to do it, whatever. I'm mincing the ginger. And
wait, before you even describe it, I just want to let the people know. I just got a phone call, totally calm. He just goes, I don't know if this even matters to you. I don't even know if you even have used it or know about it. But the Bert Kreischer knife is very sharp. And I was just on the other end, and I was like, oh no.
So I'm mincing the ginger. And this isn't my first time using the knife. I've used it a good amount. And I fucking slice off the tip of my finger.
Right to the point.
Like a good
like a chunk
a
of
good chunk of
well, to be clear, just because if you're listening, we're not talking like knuckle. It's like the tip of your finger.
It's my tip.
But it does look like it just goes like
but like
it's just gone.
I literally like so I don't live far from a hospital. And so I was like, well, okay. So I pick up the tip of my finger off the cutting board. And I put it. I actually had to fish through the ginger for it.
Let me show. Have you guys seen that picture? No. Okay, I'll send it because when you're thinking about ginger and then what he sent me, it's like it probably got lost in the sauce.
So I like fish around the ginger.
Ugh.
And it's not like if you're listening, it's probably a smaller chunk than you're envisioning, but it's a definitive chunk of finger.
Oh, we put it on screen.
So I'm thinking I'm pretty badass because like I'm bleeding everywhere.
Were you like or was it just like
right away? You fucking cut!
Yeah, I was gonna say that would have been your mother's ass for me, big time.
And like it started bleeding profusely immediately.
Sometimes
it sprayed.
Wow.
Like it was on my paper towels. Like there was
sometimes I feel like really sharp cuts or really bad cuts are almost not as bad.
They're better. It's better to have a clean, sharp cut.
Yes. So did it actually hurt less than like...
It was never...
How gross is that?
Oh my god.
I cleaned it a little bit.
He cleaned... So, guys, let me just say this. I'll let you finish your story. He brought that thinking that they were going to like... do something with it.
I didn't think they were going to do
He sent me a
anything.
picture. I go, that's going in the trash. John.
It was.
That's going right in the trash.
No, I actually wanted to put it.
Oh, we could have put it on the shelf.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do it again. I'm sure at some point. I mean, it's if you're listening, go watch the YouTube or go to KFC Radio on Twitter. You'll see the picture. I'm sure it's a dead piece of calloused skin. Like it's if you chop your finger off, you put it on ice. They can sew it back together. If you bring them a folded up piece of dead tip, they're going to go, brother, that's going in the garbage. You now just have a mangled finger for a little while.
Yeah,
that's it.
I didn't think, at no point did I think like they're going to reattach this or anything like that. But I just wanted to be like, yeah, this is what's gone.
I bet if you held it on, they could have like put a stitch. But once did you present it to them?
No.
Okay.
No. But
if you were like, here's my finger and then here's my toilet paper wad of dead skin.
It's paper towel. So I
excuse
cut
me.
it off. I fish through my fucking ginger. I find it. I FaceTime my mom. I was like, I cut my finger pretty good. Like, I should go to the hospital. And she's like, let me see it. And I held it up, and it was literally like a cartoon, like it squirted. It was like, she goes, Jesus, go to the hospital.
It's so, bro. You are 34. I remember being a little kid. I would always do this, and my kids now do it to me. They get out of bed or whatever they're doing, and they run to me, and they say, I have to throw up. And I'm like, go to the fucking bathroom. Don't come to me. You called your mom to be like, what do I do?
Well, she was kind of like, she's like, well, let me see it. And I said, she went, that's pretty bad.
I'm surprised Polly didn't go,
yeah, she was
put
like,
some salt on it and fucking stop crying, you pussy.
But so I'm like, all right, cool. So I casually get that. I put it in a thing. I fucking throw on a little jacket, put on my clogs, go walk to the hospital, call my friend, having some yucks about it. And I'm like,
Yep.
I'm feeling pretty fucking badass. Like, I'm wearing this. Like, I'm not in pain. It's fucking whatever. Yeah, I cut off some finger. Who gives a shit? And like I felt like more like a man than I felt in a long time. I was like, fuck. I had on like a rugged Carhartt jacket and sweatpants. I'm like, yeah, little work accident, cut my finger off, no big deal.
Happened on the job site.
and never have I been more emasculated than I was at the hospital, where they were like, like they were just like, what do you want us to do?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. Like, is there?
It's like just a literal flesh wound.
The nurse was not. I mean, she was very nice, but she's like, look, it's a fucking busy night here. Like, what do you want me to do? She's like, I have a guy who's overdosed on fucking Cabbage Patch cocaine. Like I have a woman who survived an SVU style rape. I don't even know what that is, and I have to go deal with that. She's like, what do you want me to do with your finger? And I was like, what do you suggest I do? She's like, suggest you throw it in the trash and get the fuck out of here. like it's literally the tip of my finger. It's cut off. It's gone. It's never coming back. I was like, do you think it'll grow back? She's like, the nail? Yeah, probably. And I was like, I've cut my nail.
I know nails, girl.
I know.
What about the fucking flesh?
Like, oh, your finger? No, that's gone. And I was like,
so you'll just have a lopsided finger forever?
yeah. I was like, okay. Like, what do I do? She's like, I don't know. There's a Dwayne Reed across the street. She's like, I don't know. Go to Dwayne Reed, get some Baxitracin.
Yeah.
I was like, fucking, all right, that sounds real. Like, all right, I'll go get some Baxitracin. I go and get it. It says on it for mild cuts.
Yeah. It's the same thing as Neosporin.
Like, my tip is gone. What do you mean? Like, the tip is, I'm probably making it a bigger deal than it is.
Yes.
You're making it lesser of a deal than it is. My tip of my finger is gone.
Feitelberg's nurse was like the fucking taxi driver from old school. What do you recommend I do?
But like, I don't know. I thought like, I was like, can you bandage it up for me?
I mean, yes, they could do that, but
No, she didn't.
Well, that's
she
what I
threw
mean.
me
It's
some
like-
gauze and some fucking tape and spit at me. She's like, get out of here.
That's what I'm saying.
Scram.
Like if I were to fucking like fall and skin my knee, they could bandage up my knee too.
Skinned your knee. I cut my finger off. it's just literally what happened. It's a more minor injury than it sounds like, but the tip of my finger ceases to be part of my body.
If you were able to walk to the fucking doctor on the phone with me, clowning around about it.
Full adrenaline. While fucking old moms lift school buses. Bro, I said I squirted blood on the wall. That's a significant injury.
Johnson scored. It.
It's like Michael Scott when he like burned on the George Foreman grill.
I took it off this morning to get in the shower. It was still bleeding.
Oh yeah, that's
it's
a bleeder.
Like 12 hours ago.
It's a bleeder. I stubbed my toe so bad. I have like a gnarly scar in between my pinky toe. I mean, it was.
You looked me in the face right now when you talk about stubbed toes. My finger is missing a piece of my finger.
If I could find my stubbed toe, it's a worse injury than your finger.
Bro,
I'm telling you.
Someone who shall not be named took a knife and cut off a piece of my finger. And you come to me with stubbed toes.
SVU is Special Victims Unit, by the way.
What?
When she said SVU style rate.
Oh no, I made that up. I know what SVU is. I work out with Christopher Maloney.
I looked that up.
No, there was no one suffering an SVU style rate, and she surely didn't mention it to me.
That was one.
If you want to see something fucked up, you check out the next door.
That was one of the dumber moments in a long time. Put one on the board for Paps. That was great. The fucking my finger ceases to exist. You're unbelievable, dude. Oh man, that's funny fucking shit.
Oh man.
Okay,
But I was walking
Okay.
home. I was walking home from fucking Dwayne Reed. And I didn't need to pick me up. I needed a little bit of pick me up because I was down on how fucking pussy I am. But I was walking home and this couple was walking for me, these two guys, and they were arguing. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to turn my headphones off for this. and one guy just goes, you're just like being so annoying. And he goes, yeah, Eric, that's because I am annoying. I was like, no, that's my guy right there. I started laughing out loud right in the middle of the street. I was like, all right, that's pretty good. I'm in a better mood now. I'll go watch the Bruins lose.
who's worse, the pussy on my toe or your tip?
Bro, that's a cut. You're showing me a cut right now.
It's a fuck. That whole thing is open.
Bro, you come to me with a cut now.
I think mine was worse.
Dude. The tip of my finger is gone. I'll never have it. I'm basically Ronnie Lott. Here I am podcasting this morning without a tip of a finger.
Ronnie Lott. Fucking Ronnie Lott. That is fucking hilarious. Okay, what do we got? Let's get into we'll do a little some 1 minute man topics. Brought to you by Brick Watches. We're all bricked
up, kid.
Bricked
Mine
up.
doesn't. Ours are over here. Let's get them. We both got the same one accidentally. It's kind of like how we did the studio.
It's just good taste. It's just good taste. We both went into Dave's office. So we got the email earlier this week. It said Brick Watches are here. Anybody who wants a Brick Watch or any of their friends or family or anybody on the street.
No, that's not what the email said. That's how
that's how
employees
people took it. So Dave said, if you want a Brick Watch, there's
Bricked up.
everyone can take one.
There's a watch fitter coming today. It does not fit right now.
So it was Chick-Fil-A 2.0, but with $2,500 watches. Because I think there was 250 of them. And
I got here at 11 o'clock. There were maybe 9 left.
I got in earlier than that, and they went so fast. And I think there was a little third floor, rummaging going on where there was just every Tom, Dick, and Harry who is celebrating their 4-month anniversary at Barstool on Twitter decided that they could take these. Now, the email did say these are not girl watches, but ladies like you, if you want to take one for the men in your life, like you're welcome to. So maybe that got like twisted as like you can take these for other people in your life. But I'm pretty sure, much like the Chick-fil-A, a lot of people were taking 1, 2, maybe 3 watches.
The audacity you have to have.
You got to be a real piece of shit.
To come down or come over, wherever these people sit. I didn't see any of it. And take multiple $2,500 watches is
insane.
It's a confidence I'd kill for.
Absolutely nuts, dude.
It's a level of self-worth that I almost didn't get one because I feel like I don't deserve one.
I honestly didn't take. I wasn't going to take one either until I heard that like the whole
I was hovering. I was like, is it disrespectful to not take it?
Yeah.
But like, would Dave be mad at me if I did take it?
But I was kind of. I mean, I'm not really a watch guy, and I really don't know if I'm going to wear it.
I'm excited to wear this. I'm going. Once this gets fitted, I'm wearing my Brick Watch all the time.
Like, no matter what you think, like,
it is tough.
We joke around about it a lot and stuff, but like, you're a real fucking asshole.
For what?
For taking more of these.
If you took two Brick Watches, I'd probably just quit now. I feel like you're going to get found out, and Dave is not going to be happy.
And you should be fired if you don't quit, because you're just like a bad person. Like I can't trust you with anything. If
no one in this room took 2 Brick Watches, right?
I was going to say,
they were gone by the time I got there.
Let's make sure we're airtight here. Jackie's over there like, That is such a bag of shit move. I mean, legit. When it happened with the Chick-fil-A, that was like a thing.
I'll be honest. That one I took 2.
Yeah.
I for sure took 2 Chick-fil-A sandwiches. That's what I had for lunch. I took my lunch.
You're a fat boy.
You're
a fat,
you think I ordered Chick-fil-A one
fat
sandwich?
boy.
Get the fuck out of here.
But I mean, that was, people were mad about that. Dave was like judging people's character based on that.
But also, that was to defend those people who shall not be named,
myself.
much like the assailant who took my finger. Usually they order. I didn't know that was like Biz ordered it for, like, he ordered the exact number of employees that were here.
Yeah.
Like usually they're just like, we got 500 sandwiches.
Cheap fuck.
Yeah. Usually there's like sandwiches there on the table for a week. I would never think twice about taking 2 because there's 1,000 of them.
Yeah.
This one I was not made aware. Also, fuck everyone who complained. Shut up and go get your lunch.
I'm wondering,
there's no more Chick-fil-A's for me. Shut your fucking mouth.
As I'm thinking, why was that such a thing?
Yeah, I don't know.
Was it like, why in the world, like
I would never, if
like
someone said
somebody
there's,
complained to the point that it became content?
there was some, if I went
It
down
must
and there's like,
have been-
oh, the lunches are gone, I missed out. The lunches are
All
gone.
the time that happens to
I'm
me.
going to be like,
All the
where the
time.
fuck is my lunch?
I have missed out.
I am a data engineer at Barstool Sports. Where's my lunch?
Yeah, I missed out on full, Talergio deli spreads that I fucking love. And it's just like, well, I was working the whole time.
Greer caught a ricochet shot there. Greer, I love you.
I can't believe that was actually a really funny moment yesterday when we were having this discussion and Feits was like, some fucking shitbag engineer taking a brick watch for himself, and tech guy Andrew goes, I'm keeping mine.
I would never in a million years call Andrew an engineer. He's that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was
When I think engineer, I'm thinking those dudes upstairs.
But it was funny knowing that that's what he calls himself. So he was probably like, oh, fuck. They are just going in on me.
Boy,
right
they
now.
really don't care that I'm sitting here.
For whatever reason, the Chick-fil-A was a big deal. So if you're stealing watches, goodness gracious, you're a real dickhead. So brought to you by Brick Watches. Beyonce and Adidas are going separate ways. Their contract expired. It's not like they're firing or whatever,
She's anti-Semite.
but they're just letting it go. They projected, Ivy Park is her. That's a valid question because I bet a lot of people wouldn't know that.
I don't know if I would have been able to tell it to you.
like
if you
if
asked.
you-
I knew it was named after her daughter.
So if I had said to you, what's Beyonce's clothing line
I've
name,
been like
you'd be
Ivy something,
right?
yeah.
But like Kanye, Yeezy, no brainer. Ivy Park, Beyonce, they projected to make $330 million this year, and they made 60. Last year they projected $250 million, and they made 40. And so they just now they're not they only lost $10 million on the whole thing. It's just how much they didn't make.
Yeah.
But she gets paid $20 million a year. They lost $10 million on this year, so they probably lost 10 or 20 a year for the last 2-3 years. They probably lost let's say $30 million. Not the end of the world. More to the point is that it was just an utter failure of a collaboration that you would have thought. You would have thought Beyonce is bulletproof. She can do whatever she wants.
I think if she said go buy Blue Ivy one time.
One time. That's I think it's an interesting thing for 2 reasons. Number one is you can't just do whatever the fuck you want when you're a celebrity. Like even Beyonce, who is, it's like Taylor and Rihanna and Beyonce are like the most powerful people on the planet.
Yeah.
And you would think that whatever Beyonce decides to do, especially a major collaboration with a major sportswear fashion label, it would just work because it does, right? And it's like, no, it doesn't. Because if you're an athleisure wear company, a fashion line, and you are never seen wearing it, you are never promoting it, you don't do athleisure. If Beyonce was like a yoga mom, I'm sure it would sell. But she does one photo shoot for it, and that's it. And then says, go buy my shit because I'm Beyonce. And I was pretty happy to fucking hear that the world was like, no.
But I feel like she's even on a different level where if she was she didn't have to say go buy it. If she just was ever seen in public.
Wearing
Like
right.
she, like Kanye's TMZ all time in
He wears his
Yeezys,
shit.
boots, and shit like that.
Yeah,
Like,
you can tell that it's just like he believes in it.
Yeah.
This was like somebody from Adidas made these things and said, "You like it?" And she was like, "Yeah, green light, whatever, go." And the world like sussed that out. So that's important to know that like it's good to know that the mega celebrities aren't just like completely, bulletproof and can do whatever the fuck they want. 2, I don't think the Beehive is really as strong as they claim to be.
that toxic ass community.
Yeah, I mean they're out here, they're spending their time like, murdering people and harassing them online, but they can't go buy some fucking yoga pants.
Yeah.
Where you got Beehive. And D, I genuinely took it to heart that I was like, I've gotten over it in recent years, but a lot of my career has been overcoming being afraid of failing and fear of rejection and fear of the show's not going to go good, the video didn't get a lot of views, whatever.
Uh-huh.
If Beyonce can go out there and take a $250 million loss or miss her mark by $250 million, then, you can start the new sketch show you were going to do or start the new company or website or whatever the fuck every regular schmuck out there is going to do.
Yeah.
The regular guy who's like, but what if it fails? Well, Beyonce just took $250 million L. So if she can do that, you can fucking do that.
That's the Picasso. Picasso's one of the most famous painters in the world. You can maybe name one painting. He did 10,000 of them.
How many can you name?
0.
He did the guitar, right? That guitar and the blue. Type in Picasso guitar and Picasso blue.
Yeah, I think it's Old Man Playing Guitar. Is that one?
I think they say
I think
like
blue
the
is
average
the name
person
of
can
that.
name 0. Someone who likes art can name 4.
That's a
and art,
great fucking...
an art history major can name 10. He did 10,000.
That's a great one. I
Yeah.
like that a lot. That's one to... Who did the Screamer? That's not him?
No, that was
Dolly?
No, that was Monet. No, Edward.
Edvard Munch.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
That's a great one, though. In general. All right, Van Gogh, I know, Starry Night. Monet did the lily pads.
That's why I got.
I could name some Da Vinci's and some Michelangelos. I know a
I don't
decent
think I
amount
could
of those.
name really any. To be honest.
But like these motherfuckers are regarded as just like, what these guys were?
they're
They were
prolific. They just put shit out.
but they were the influencers.
Yeah.
They were just like TikTokers of their time.
Here we're doing it. We're going into cubism this year. Like, all right, we're wearing '90s stuff again.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like honestly, Picasso, abstract art was like Yeezy homeless people clothes. People were like, "What the fuck is this? It's just a bunch of shit thrown on a canvas."
So you'll get it.
Yeah, it's ahead of its time. These clothes and these pictures suck. That's really that's a fun one that you don't know anything, but you know their fucking name.
Yeah.
And you just know that people said that they were the best.
Because they just did a lot. They just put it out a lot there.
Art's really a bitch, man.
The art's dope.
That's why I like the Da Vinci stuff because it's like, and Michelangelo stuff because it's like either technically really good, like the David, the statue, you can see the veins and everything. The fucking Sistine Chapel. Did you know that
That's my favorite trend right now on Twitter, where people being like, "Whatever happened to art like this, or architecture like this?"
and they're talking about like the 1400. They're talking about like
Yeah.
the Renaissance guys.
But it'll just be like, it's fun because like it's clearly just like. I saw someone mock it recently where like they included their Google search where it's like beautiful old building, ugly modern building, and it's like, yeah, you can just do that with
Make
fucking
anything that way,
anything.
yeah.
But that's one with like there's one with I think it's the Madonna or it's the Virgin Mary, and like her veil looks like it's flowing, but it's all in marble, and it's like, whatever happened to art like this? Like, I don't know, people are still making that shit.
Yeah. Oh, I will say though, we how many times have we unveiled shitty statues in the last decade
Yeah,
as a people?
yeah.
I mean, we
But
don't,
people are still making good ones. If you Google good ones, like they're good
right.
ones.
But why are the all of the major ones, the ones we hear about, shitty?
Yeah, yeah.
Like why? How is
MLK
Michelangelo
eating that hooker
sitting
puss.
there? That one is crazy. Go back up to the top. That was nuts.
That's
Supposed to be Lucille Ball.
yeah,
I love
that's-
Lucy.
That's pretty cool.
That one, the Ronaldo one, is obviously famous.
You ever see the one was it Gretzky? Where they did no. It was Beckham. Where Kimmel had like a really shitty one made.
But it was like a joke.
Yeah, and then like they accidentally broke it. was very funny. It was almost like a punked episode where like they were unveiling it at like was it LA Galaxy? Whatever the soccer team is.
Yeah.
And it was like really ugly, and Beckham was like, "It's nice. I like it a lot." it was.
I can't imagine anything worse than a statue unveiling for yourself.
Oh God.
Even if it's good.
Yeah, that one.
That's very funny.
It's very good. I like it a lot.
That is.
I think Posh might hate it though.
That's good shit.
Dude, imagine you guys smile because the artist's there too. You're like, you fucking nailed it, man.
Because it's it's like bad, terrible, but it's not like so silly that you'd be like, wait a minute, this is a joke.
Yeah.
You'd be like, this guy just fucked up. He really made this thing sucks.
Was it? Oh, it was James Corden. Not Kim. I knew it was one of those.
That's good shit. That is funny stuff. So anyway, yeah, Beyonce can lose, so can you. The Gwyneth Paltrow case has taken the world by storm. It's like the Johnny Depp case, but without sexual assault and poop.
Nice.
You know?
Yeah.
But
This is I have seen clips. I've heard things. I don't know what the whole case is even about. I know it's involves skiing.
I'm super late to the game, but that's exactly why I'm going to do a 1 minute man,
Okay.
because I think most people are in the same boat where like they kind of know what's going on. She crashed into someone on a mountain, and he's suing her, and I think he's suing for like several $100,000, which is obviously peanuts. But I think Gwyneth Paltrow is like, get pegged, motherfucker, and I kind of respect her for that.
100%. Bro, you can't
Like-
sue someone because they crashed into you on a mountain.
And
That fucking
What?
happens all the time.
One of his testimony was like she came down the mountain, she was screaming at the top of her lungs and stuff, and then crashed into me. It's like
Every single run I
so-
ever do.
every ski
Yeah.
mountain that's ever happened.
It was also like, so she gave you ample warning,
Right. You could hear her coming down the mountain saying, get out of the way, and you
Dude,
didn't.
Every run I do sounds like a fucking cartoon kid
I
coming
would-
down. I'm like, wee hee! I just make it.
I'm almost surprised that when you take the mountain, you don't like sign a waiver or whatever.
I think you-
take skis saying like,
There's definitely, I would imagine, I just assumed, maybe I could have been suing people these days, but like, I assume there's like something like you ski your own risk.
right.
That-
And if
that
like
seems
someone
a pretty
else doesn't
standard
know.
agreement.
But what's funny is I guess I'm going to call it the prosecutor. It's not the right term, but the judge, the attorney for the person suing Gwyneth Paltrow is like a diehard Gwyneth Paltrow fan. Like, complimenting her height and her look and asking her about Taylor Swift and her famous friends and like, I bet you do this and I wish I could do that. I mean, if that guy's got to be sitting there like, what the fuck, lady? What the fuck is going on here?
It's like watching your girlfriend laugh at another guy's jokes.
Yeah.
Like,
Hang on a
what are
second.
you doing?
You can give him a hand job under the table, but stop laughing at his jokes.
You dance with the one who brought you. Get out of here. Are you looking up New York ski codes? Is this in New York? Did Gwyneth Paltrow go skiing in New York? Broke ass. Dude, I was gonna call her an oligarch. She's fucking broke.
Is there
dude.
there's no good skiing in New York?
I mean, there's what's this Whiteface Mountain up in like Lake Placid's pretty solid.
I'll just never get over when they say Gwyneth Paltrow's kids, Apple and Moses.
Yeah.
Like how can you even take yourself seriously when you're like 10-minute warning, let's get ready, Apple. Get your shoes, Moses.
I feel like
what
Gwyneth is kind of the
fuck,
person
man?
too who would like. She'd be like, "Are you sure you want that tattoo? It's there forever." It's like, you name your kid Apple.
Apple, so shut the fuck up. I would take it as far to say that she, whether this is true or not, I think she like invented dumb kid names.
I think so
Or
too.
popular. I think
Yeah.
Apple was the OG.
I think Apple was like everyone,
celebrities are assholes.
People were like, "We can just name them whatever."
yeah, like just picking objects.
Yeah.
Fucking Cushion. This is my kid, Cushion Clancy.
I'm naming mine after cities. Yeah, no, I definitely agree.
She popularized it at least.
yeah,
Or,
that was the first one I remember where I was like, "Wait, what? She didn't get Apple?"
is that Apple? She's gorgeous. Is that Apple?
I don't. I thought the same pending.
But that
age
other
review.
one, that looks like that.
But the no, I remember I was young when she was born. So I was
I
like,
think she's 18. I'm not talking about fucking her, by the way.
she's just a
You
pretty.
can
girl.
say she's a pretty girl.
18. Born in
Crazy.
London, United Kingdom, huh?
Yeah, man, you got
That's another poor ass thing. Didn't want to pay for our health care. Skis in New York and gives birth into their NIH or NIH. Was it National something else? No, NHA. National Health NHS. But
Their mom was shaken up during their ski testimony. That's not true because Gwyneth Paltrow is doing this to make a point. Because otherwise she would be like, here's like $250K, go away.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
fact that she's flying to New York or wherever the fuck, or to
Is
go.
she in New York?
No, it was in Utah.
She's
suing,
I knew.
she's suing him for $1 too, I believe.
Right.
Yeah. She's kind of
So she's counting for $1. So she's doing
Yeah.
this on purpose, which is a gangster move. So I don't think she was shaken up at all.
No, I'm a Gwyneth fan. I think she's funny. I think selling candles that sell like your pussy's funny.
Yeah, I think Gwyneth and Taylor have a very similar vibe of like they have a lot of haters who are kind of like, this is just an annoying white woman.
Yeah.
And
That's my vibe.
and
Look at my fucking shirt. Annoying white women is my jam.
yeah, you are an annoying white woman. That's not your aesthetic. It's just like what you are. But I feel like I've definitely hated Gwyneth Paltrow in the past. Things about like Apple and some of the shit she said. But I could almost see myself like, you live long enough to become the villain. Like anybody who can just make it this long. She's kind of like in these trenches with Goop and her internet shit, where like she's on the
She's
internet
always on
enough.
comments by celebs, so she's
She's
an active IGer.
right? And so she's in the trenches. She's getting a lot of hate. She's getting a lot of probably death threats and shit on the internet, and she's still out here like, buy my vagina scented candle. I kind of have come around on her, I think, and then this makes me really like her.
Suing for $1, gang shit.
Love that.
You're good friends with Taylor Swift, right? Goddamn right I am.
Yeah, she's like,
I ski
I
in
guess
Utah.
There's a new service out there that is offering you a VR experience, a VR AR experience, where you get to experience death. You lay on a table, at least what I think I saw. You like lay on a table, you have your goggles on and shit, and it gives you the visual and I'm assuming some sort of feeling of going into cardiac arrest and having doctors like work on you and then I guess declare you dead. This is in Melbourne, or however the fuck they say it. This is like, guys, we're already doing suicide pods in Sweden. This is old hat.
Yeah, you're late to the game.
Yeah. If this was first, like all good. But if you're telling me that I put on some goggles and like, and you see the doctor over you with the paddles and then it fades to black and you're like going to heaven or some shit in the sky, that sounds like I'm watching like a movie. I don't know. Whatever, bro.
I'll say this.
If it's painful or something or like electrocutes you or whatever, it's intense. All right. But
yeah, bro, I don't want the pain though. That's like having the sex without coming. Like I'm here for the end result.
Right.
Like, I don't want to just be hurt and then live. Like if I'm not hurt, if you're gonna hurt me, you better kill me. That's crazy.
Well,
But,
go back to because maybe they describe it a little bit better. Because if like how do they show you death? Like, so it says moving away from yourself and then floating off into the giant universe is what it feels like. By stimulating death as an experience to last a few minutes. It's a meditation, blah, blah, blah. This is pussy shit, bro. This is like, remember the video game that you play, you die in real life? Where your head explodes? No. That was a few months ago. You put a helmet on.
Oh, yes.
And if you die, a bomb explodes your brain. Yes. That is some VR death shit. Yeah. This is...
You can drop the V on that one, I think.
Yeah, that's just some real life death shit. This is like you're basically doing one of those chambers, those motion deprivation. Sensitive death. Yeah. I'm telling you, bro. I've got Alzheimer's.
Oh.
I cannot remember words anymore.
Bro, speaking of that, real quick. So when I went to that hospital yesterday.
Yeah, just skip over my Alzheimer's declaration.
That was the second time I went to the hospital. I went to the doctor.
When you're doing double dip trips to the hospital.
I still had my badge. I was like, just run this one again. But the first time was a doctor's appointment. And because it was an acid reflux like checkup. And they had done a test where they found I have this bacteria in my stomach called H. poli, I believe it's called.
Great.
And the doctor was like, she's like, and that causes ulcers and ulcers. Well, she was like almost talking to me like when you're quizzing your kid and you've already been over the material and like
You want the answer?
yeah. And she's like, an ulcer is cause and
Tummy aches?
mild discomfort would have been my
Yeah,
answer.
yeah.
Cancer. And I was like, oh, okay. And she's like, so we got to get rid of that. And the process is not easy. It's, I was like, surgery? And she's like, 4 pills a day for 2 weeks. And I was like, I can't get a read on this lady. What do you mean?
She said the Arrested Development doctor.
Yeah.
He's all right.
Yes, dude.
He's
exactly
all
like
right.
that. But I was
That's
like,
one of the best jokes of all time. That Buster's going to be all right. He's got his a hook on his hand. He lost his left hand. He's going to be all right.
But she was like, I was like, could that be connected to my my heartburn and things like that? Because like, I do take medication for it. And she's like, what do you take? And I said, omeprazole. And she
This
goes,
is a dementia pill.
this is the dementia. That's why I bring this up.
Yeah.
And she goes, how many milligrams? And I went,
The dementia level.
40. And she went, how long you been on that? And I was like, probably about 6 months, I'd say, maybe a little bit longer.
I'm convinced you go to a quack doctor.
And she just goes, oh, that's too long.
Yeah.
Right. It was like,
Is the gay doctor the one that's prescribed it?
no.
Okay.
No.
Because that would be scary.
No.
Not that he's gay. It's okay to be a gay doctor. John's gay doctor happens to be a quack.
No, my gay doctor's a fucking man, dude.
Because he tells you what you want to hear.
Yeah.
You're fine, bro.
But
Go ahead, go home.
But the
My blood pressure's 280 over 170.
No, dude, my ENT doesn't even take insurance. That's how good that she is. She's like, nah, for insurance?
do that shit.
Fucking
Yeah. I haven't done that in 25 years,
yeah,
bro.
no. We take credit card. That's what you
Yeah.
want. But yeah, she was like, she's like, yeah, we're gonna get you off back right away. I was like, okay. I think my coworker's been dipping into it as well because
It's not good.
I keep repeatedly leaving my keys in the door to the point where neighbors have to knock on my door to
Yeah, that makes me feel better. I mean, people are telling me this is natural because they're like, I go through it too. But I'll just say this. It's never happened. Like, I have very, very rarely not like retrieved the word I wanted in my head. Like, never in my life. If it's a word I don't know, I'll be like, what's that thing? But if it's like, I know what I want to say and it just comes out. And now it doesn't all the fucking time. Like I was gonna call that a motion deprivation chamber. That's just not it. And I know it's but that's what I mean. Everything's close and like watch
my whole life closest counted.
Watch The Dozen tonight. The Dozen is a all-time historic match, and it's the only thing that gave me a little bit of faith that my brain's still working. Otherwise, I'm telling you, I've got Alzheimer's, and it's a bitch. I'm gonna if I have that. I'm going to kill myself. That's
Alzheimer's
not
would not be great.
For what we do, you're talking.
It'd be funny.
The whole time. Actually,
Today we just wait for Kevin to say words.
Yeah. As a podcaster, it's brutal. I'll give you a little spoiler because it's very funny.
Is that tonight or Thursday night?
Thursday night.
Okay.
Yeah. We did a word scramble category, which is, we haven't done that in a long time on The Dozen. And one of my members is dyslexic. And it like was a double negative. It's like it canceled out. It was very funny.
So it worked for us.
Yeah.
He nailed it.
It was awesome. It was very cool.
He's like, oh, you guys messed up. It spells creek.
That's great. Today's show is brought to you by the Barstool Sportsbook. Nobody cares about your bracket, and that's why you need to download the Barstool Sportsbook, where you can place actual bets and throw around real cash. Who really even needs a bracket when you got all the action on the Barstool Sportsbook, the best place to place bets today? Right now, we're offering a $100 sign-up bonus for new users who use the code TOURNEY. Tourney. I don't know how you say that. Do you say tourney? Do you say tourney? But, it's like tournament, but tourney. That's the code. Place a $10 bet, any cash wager on any college basketball bet. Win or lose, you get $100 in bonus cash. You don't even have to hit your bet, and you'll get $100 courtesy of the Barstool Sportsbook in bonus cash. So download and create an account today. Be sure to use the code TOURNEY to unlock your $100 bonus cash today. 2 incredible rounds already in the books. There's some shocking upsets, and things can only get crazier. So make sure you sign up for an account now. You'll get your $100 bonus bet, but we also have special bets to place from Big Cat and Dave. Great promos, great parlay insurance, underdog insurance, and more. So download the Barstool Sportsbook and create an account today. Be sure to use code TORNY to unlock your $100 in bonus cash. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Okay, let's do some Emma the Assholes. I'll go through a couple of the like pop culture ones going on right now, and then we'll do the one I found on Reddit. This dude on TikTok brought his girlfriend to a Chris Brown concert, front row tickets, I think almost like behind the scenes, backstage tickets. He brought her.
You're asking for trouble. There.
Okay.
With anybody.
That's kind of the point.
Particularly Chris Brown.
So he brings her on stage and gives her a fucking lap dance. Like, fucking simulates banging her, and she is in her moment. She's like dancing like this, singing the song, kind of grabs his ass a little bit, like loving it. And he posted it and said, you know, these tickets cost me like $1,000. And he goes like, I want my money and my girlfriend back. And then his follow-up was like, me and my girlfriend are no longer together. We broke up, but she still maintained she did nothing wrong.
I mean,
Thoughts? Play the video.
Yeah, let me see the video. I don't think she did anything wrong.
Now, it's a little bit weird because, like, Rihanna does this. Janet Jackson does this with guys. R. Kelly does this with overweight middle-aged women back when he was not a
Hates
rapist.
every second of it.
And it's very funny when he does it because
I bet you're menstruating. Gross.
I bet you have a driver's license. Yuck. So that was really just it. I mean, that's the main part of it. But you see her like she's more to me. She's like that's almost good strip club etiquette. Where you kind of touch, but you don't really.
Yeah.
And for the most part, she's just in her bag. Like she's in her moment. She's singing the words. She likes it. To me, that was like I'm kind of enjoying this like once in a lifetime moment. I'm not gonna say I like it.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I would probably eventually end my relationship, but I wouldn't do it right there. Like I
will bring it up every single fight for the rest of time.
It would. Yeah. I mean, like I think this is completely fine. This is on you for freaking bringing your girl to like. I wouldn't take my girlfriend backstage to see the Wiggles. Like you're putting them to see. You're bringing them in front of rock stars who perform in front of thousands.
Yeah.
Those guys have to clean up.
Yeah, dude.
You know what? The Wiggles started fucking each other.
No, really?
Then one of them got married and now I think divorced. Very messy. Emma, and like the main guy.
There's a girl in the Wiggles?
Yeah,
Yeah, they brought her in about 10 years ago now.
And then I think they got divorced. I'm pretty sure they were.
When you said they were fucking, I thought you meant two guys.
No. The
I didn't know the Wiggles had a woman. Thought they were fucking hard rockers.
Didn't know that bitches in.
Separate buses.
I'm kind of like.
It's an image that would be burned in my head, but like it's not your fault.
How about this? If does it matter that it's Chris Brown?
No.
You don't care that he's a abuser?
No.
You don't care that he beats women, John?
No.
I
care about it. I care about it, obviously.
Oh, so you just want a known abuser to
he didn't. If he beat her,
simulate
that's a different
sex
story.
on your girl's lap.
It doesn't matter who it is. It could be Chad Kroger. It could be anyone. I'd be like,
whoa. Why are we throwing my man Chad Kroger in the
for some
conversation
reason, my
when I'm talking about known abusers?
I'm talking about rock stars. It could have been anybody. It's just like it's going to be in my head. I wouldn't really be thinking about other things. I'd be like, damn, that guy was really grinding up on you. Also, I said Chad Kroger because my Instagram is just filled with Nickelback. I know they were just on Bussin', but like it's I got Nickelback 24/7 on Instagram.
Did you see the other lap dance he gave like probably a few weeks earlier than this through the phone?
I heard about it. I don't think I saw it.
Girl took out her phone and I guess was being a little like not engaged. Give us like 20 more minutes. Yeah, cool. Okay. I thought at first she was like filming him, but then I think she was kind of checking her own self out. Chris Brown.
Oh, that's crazy.
Fucking tosses it. It was wild. She was like, "What the?"
Oh no, I mean that's crazy. He should have thrown her phone.
I guess so, but
Bro, you're checking yourself out? I'm Chris Breezy and my peasies in your face.
but it wasn't like he was like off of her at that point. And like he did the whole thing and she was into it. And then she takes out her phone and was probably like about to film Chris Brown and was just like making her hair good for a second. And he just launched it like 20,
nah, man.
20
I don't like people who do that regularly. I think once you have the phone out, you cut it on, you go. I'm a fucking I'm an old school fucking.
That's fair, but
you don't get to fucking
as a man who just had to pay $1,800 because of a poop phone. Can you appreciate that this girl?
It's more like blood was the issue.
Watch. So now she's like, she's about to do her hair. She's probably making a video, and
I mean, she got her phone out for a disrespectful period of time,
and then
yeah.
he fucking frisbees that shit.
That's
dude.
funny. I'm pro Chris Brown.
Okay, tell me if this is funny. Twitch streamer or not Twitch, maybe he's on Kick, whatever, gaming streaming. Adin Ross is a Andrew Tate dick rider, a kind of a shock jock streamer. Like he does a lot of. I think he got canceled for saying the N-word at one point, but he's also very popular. I think he's popular with academics. Is that right, Pavs?
What's that?
I think he's popular with DJ Academics.
Yeah, he did like a lot of rap.
With the academia.
Yeah, a bunch of college professors been like,
He
someone's
just,
got the
basically
balls
streams his
finally.
life, like all the time.
Yeah. Recently, he streamed porn, which was like a big no-no because there's a lot of kids on Twitch and shit. So he does a thing where he lets his viewers like share live videos and shit. And so it's kind of like, I think it's like, watch this crazy video of a guy getting hit in the dick or like, you know, jumping off a building or something crazy. So he's like playing a viewer's live stream, and it starts out with, I think, like a crane, or it's about to be something crazy on a construction site. And then it just cuts to a picture of his naked sister with cum on her back.
Adin Ross's own sister?
Yes. She's an OnlyFans girl. And do we have volume?
Oh, wait. So someone shared this video with him.
Yes. So put in the very beginning. See, it's like, watch this crazy thing. Like the guy's cutting off the tree limb and it's about to hit him in the head. And then it just yoink cuts to, and he's like, do we have his reaction? Play that.
I'll play it.
I'm not even joking, bro. That shit is just too far, bro. All shit aside, that shit is way too fucking far, bro. Y'all literally just went too fucking far with that one, bro. That's not even funny, bro. Y'all just literally showed me my naked sister with nut on her back, bro. That shit is too far.
I'll tell you what's too far. Him reiterating it to the whole fucking world. To me, you do that, I keep that moving. I pull up the next picture. I don't even act like anything happened.
I'm going to ask
the chat was going 100 miles an hour.
That I feel like has to be asked. I haven't seen the unedited version.
I have not either, actually.
It's on her back.
Oh,
okay,
there you go.
There it is. Okay. I was wondering how he knew what, like, I was like, you know your sister. I thought it was maybe she was just bent over and you couldn't see her face. And I was like, how you know it's your sister?
No.
Her face is in it. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
By the way, I will be subscribing to Naomi Ross's OnlyFans. She's like a YouTuber, but I think then she, was like, I'm going to get the bag and went on OnlyFans. So these are, oh man, that does not look like a video you want your brother to watch. This is the game, but
I mean,
the only thing is he is like a shock jock, a modern day shock jock.
So
it's kind of like you reap what you sow.
Yeah. You go back to someone went to the well on you.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure last time he was like, I don't even fuck with porn, but like, you guys want to see this? This is what you guys want to see? Really? You want to see this? And he just pulled up Pornhub and like put porn on his stream.
What does that mean? I don't even fuck with porn.
Yeah, he was like, I don't support this. I don't support this. But you guys want this? Fine. I don't even care about this industry. But okay, here you go. And I was like,
that sounds like someone whose sister's in the industry. like
when you have to avoid it.
Yeah,
because
right.
you might see family.
I'm sure I wouldn't fuck with porn either. In that case,
first face drop, can you make it big again? The first, his kind of like look of interest just goes to, it is quite amazing. And I didn't realize, so the uncensored, the joke is that it's his own cum. I thought it was just a picture. But,
Yeah.
So there at least is a element of a joke to it, but it's still that face of just like, oh my god, brutal. So who's the asshole?
I mean, this is kind of like I don't know, a war you don't support, but someone, one of the soldiers killed each other. And you're like, yeah, I mean, you guys are at war.
It's war. You're on the internet.
Like that's
it's
what
how
it
goes.
is. I would not like to be involved. What
does Taylor say? I would prefer you to leave me out of this narrative.
I would, I request to be, I forget to be
Alzheimer's team right here.
left out of that. Left out of this narrative, which I never asked to be a part of. That would certainly be my thing. But yeah, if that's what you do, I don't know this guy Adin Ross enough.
You know who the biggest asshole is? I'm not trying to stop anybody from getting their money, but if your brother's on the internet and that's his thing, and you get a little bit of fame because of him, I think that's probably how it happened. And then you take that and you make OnlyFans. Like, come on, girl. Like, you were just gonna, have a regular job. I get lucky enough that you can make a name for yourself, and now I got to look at you getting back shots with cum on your butt. Like, fucking A.
Let's say you had a sibling, a brother, we'll call it, who worked on the internet, and it was like his thing first.
Right.
And you're like, look, I can make a shitload of money. Let's say you can make $10 million a year. Like, I can make $10 million a year. Fucking. What's the number that your sibling would have to pay you to not fuck?
So let's just say if Bren started to make money doing porn after I started blogging.
Yes.
How much would I pay him to stop?
Yeah. To never even start. So like the pictures aren't even out there. If he's like, yo, I have my inbox is constantly flooded.
God, so much.
Be like,
so much.
Stop doing the podcast tutorials.
So much.
Show horn. And and he's like, I can't get away from it. Everyone's asking.
Yeah, like
I got like
I'm
a guaranteed
sitting on a gold mine.
10.
It would be a very black and white negotiation. He'd probably be like, I can make $10 million a year on OnlyFans. Pay me $10 million and one.
Yeah, but
But there's got to be some built-in
you're not doing it. You don't have to show your dick anymore. Like you don't have to do it. Like I'd go as low as like I'd be like, fine, throw me $1 million. I'll fucking not do it.
I get $1 million for nothing versus I got to jerk off on camera for 10.
Yeah.
I also think there's a built-in. You wouldn't even be able to do this if I wasn't if I didn't open the door. So that's a premium that we're going to knock off.
Yeah.
Or a subsidy, whatever you want to call it. Like, I'll give you $1 million to do nothing, but also you shouldn't be making any of this money, so we're going to make it like $750.
Yeah.
You know? That's probably God. That's a tough one though. That's like
from now on I will always just envision Brendan's dance like, dude, let me see that fucking dick.
Show your wrench, bro. Let me see it. Okay, on to the one I found.
This is a good tip. You know what would be better? Your tip.
Okay, this comes from a Instagram account called Toxic Reddit.
Hell yeah.
Which is funny because a lot of times
Reddit was already taken.
Because Reddit is rather redundant. So oftentimes it's toxic, but I'm on the other side of it with the comment section. I'm like, wait a minute, wait, she's toxic, you know?
Yeah.
So this one is funny. And it's not funny, but it's funny. I, 26 male, humiliated and shattered my 25-year-old girlfriend's confidence. My girlfriend, 25, and I, 26, moved in together last year. We live in a fairly safe neighborhood, but during the night there are some sketchy drunk men hanging around who quite honestly scare me. My girlfriend, however,
I don't think he calls it a safe neighborhood. They're just drunk
men that scare
terrifying
you,
men
right?
everywhere.
Right. That's so true. It's like that's not fairly safe at all. It's super dangerous. My girlfriend, however, wasn't really scared to walk alone at night and would say that she's just as strong as those men and can take care of herself. My girlfriend is 5'10" and works out 2 times a week.
Bro, if you work out twice a week, you don't work out.
No, that's not.
Working out is binary to me. You either
Right.
do it like
Yeah.
5-6 days a week, or
2 times a week is to like stay like pretty and like hot,
not even, dude. Like 2 times a week isn't enough for that. If you're just fucking destroying yourself the rest of the time,
Yeah. She's indeed.
that's fucking water buckets on a sinking ship.
Yeah, right. She is indeed very strong compared to most women, but she was obviously delusional to think that her strength was comparable to that of an average man. She would even go as far as saying that if someone should be scared for walking alone at night, that it should be me because I'm a scrawny 5'9" man. I thought this was one of those situations where it would be better to just shut up than being correct, so I mostly stopped showing my concerns. Yesterday, she went out with some of her friends, called me at 1 a.m., and said that she'll come home alone via public transportation. She doesn't have a license. I told her that's dangerous and I should come pick her up, but she insisted on coming by herself. I couldn't sleep till she came home an hour later. She was so angry at me for not trusting her that she could take care of herself. That was when I decided to demonstrate her the disparity between the strength of men and women. She thought I was joking at first, but then she realized I was dead serious. She happily took the opportunity to prove how wrong I was. I basically took her to the ground. I basically told her to ground me as hard as she can. And then I quickly got out of her grip and grounded her for several minutes till she surrendered.
This is Robbie Fox.
Right. So at that point, I'm kind of like, okay, it's a little weird, right? We continue on. She cried a lot throughout this whole time, and I could also see the fear in her eyes, even though she knew very well that I would never hurt her. I humiliated her. I slept on the couch that night. She didn't want to talk about it in the morning and said that she's fine, but she's still obviously very upset about it. I feel horrible that I've shattered her confidence like that, and I don't think she'll ever feel safe walking alone again at night. I'm probably a really horrible person for doing that, and I wish I had just trusted her more to take care of herself. I know this relationship is probably over, but is there anything I can do to make up for it? And then there's an edit that says, I can't possibly answer all your comments. What I did was assault. I admit it. I can't express how sorry I am. I thought I was doing the right thing, but instead I assaulted her. So,
dude.
Oh, this is also
this is fine.
Thank you, bro. But this is also funny.
Dude,
though.
I thought in my head the whole time I've been sorry.
Wait.
Go ahead.
This is a comment that he follows up with. I told her to surrender so that we could end this, but she insisted on trying to get away. Waiting for her to surrender was probably my biggest mistake.
Bro, say uncle, man. Like,
you didn't tap out, bitch.
No one's ever fought with their dad before.
You didn't tap out.
Dude,
I already said in another comment. I told her to surrender, but she insisted on keep going. She didn't encourage me to keep going. She just ignored me and kept attacking me to get away. She did cry while I was pinning her down, and I did see the fear in her eyes the whole time. That was hard for me to watch. Yeah, I fucking bet. Dude.
This guy keeps
he keeps making more and more
when
sense.
you're assaulting someone, make sure you don't make eye contact because the fear in this woman's eyes is gonna haunt this guy's nightmares forever. It came up too many times to like this guy's gonna like be in a mental institution just drawing eyes for the rest of his life.
I think holding her down while there's fear in her eyes and she's crying, no bueno. Everything else,
fair play.
Johnny, fair play.
While you were reading the whole story, I was like, I know how this is gonna end. He is going to put on a mask and attack her in the street. And I was wondering if that was okay.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a little borderline.
To just be
if
like,
you're just like in the house, be like, all right, it's time to scrap.
And also
on,
with the point, like he was like, okay, really? Let me show you something.
Watch this.
Watch this.
I mean, I
maybe an arm wrestle next time. I don't know. Instead of a,
I'm not going to preface this with a who hasn't been there. But
who amongst us,
hypothetically speaking, who doesn't love letting a girl think they can beat them up
and then
snapping and going, see how easy that was? And by snapping, I don't mean like actually getting angry. I mean just like turning the switch on,
right?
I mean like watch this,
like she's punching you in the face, and you're just like,
and then you get to see that fear in their eyes.
And then you know the glass ceiling is reinstated, and thousands of years of male dominance comes back. They very quickly go, oh, okay, I get it.
No, I mean I had a girlfriend once who like she'd be laughing and be having fun.
He had an
She'd-
abusive girlfriend.
She'd be like, no. This was what girl wasn't abusive. Like we'd be like, she'd like to like playful wrestle me kind of deal, and I would just like let her have her fun, and then I'd be like, watch, I'd like pick her up and like have her in the ball, and she would be like, I hate when you do that, and like it wasn't an actual crying thing, but she'd be like,
Now, you also
it's
had-
just so clear when you like just want to win, you could just win.
It's also you have had the abusive girlfriend and you put her in the bear hug.
Yeah,
That's what you do, by the way. You obviously can't hit back. Shouldn't push or choke, but what you do is the bear hug.
Duck
stop.
the chin. Watch out for the headbutt.
Yeah, that is true. The head back.
Yeah,
been there
I
before.
took a female defense course once. So they teach ladies.
I think that this girl sounded like a real cocky asshole.
I think what her issue was, she's 5'10",
He's 5'9".
scrawny 5'9".
Right.
She has a complex. She's like, I'm dating this little. I'm not letting this little wimp
The short king
tell
bullshit.
me
Fuck that.
how to
noise.
defend myself.
Yep.
And he's like, I watch MMA every weekend.
Yeah.
Like even
But
when she
maybe
said like,
not even. It's just like-
no, you can tell.
You can tell, yeah,
when he
an
says,
arm bar or
like, I
something.
would never say ground me. I'd be
Yeah.
like, well, you want to wrestle?
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like,
I couldn't even read that sentence. I'm like, what is
it
ground me?
I told her to ground me.
Yeah.
Like, all right, you are a big fan of
It's
MMA.
Bob Fox.
Yeah, that's why.
Next thing you know, you're in a rear naked choke. Next thing you know, like you're in your living room and the guy's giving his own play-by-play. He's got the guillotine.
Yeah.
He's got the guillotine. He got it. He's got it. I mean, that's what you get for thinking that you can fight men. You can't. Spoiler alert. You can't.
It's not hard. Some of us are injured at the moment because someone cut off a piece of their finger. But most of the time, pretty tough.
All right, voicemails. I see our boy. We haven't heard from him in a little while.
Yeah. Oh, but also voicemails are brought to us by.
Voicemails are brought to you by Pirate Water. Right now, we only have 3 of the flavors because Jay Pharoah took home a margarita with him, which is the perfect. Like what happened with Jay Pharoah? He's been walking around Barstool and he's seen it in multiple studios, and he was like, "What is this?" And that is the perfect example of what's been happening with Pirate Water. People are intrigued, my friend.
When you see it, you're like, that looks like a party in a can.
I
And
do
buddy,
gotta
I have news for you.
I do got to give a shout out to whoever did design it, because I never disliked it, but I was just like, all right, it's a pirate skull, whatever, cool. And it seems to be like people are like, what is that? And when you see it on the shelves
Next to all those lame
next to
cans.
the other ones, it's like, what is? Ugh, I'll get these. It's got the 4 flavors: Bahama Mama, Sex on the Beach, Margarita, and Miami Vice. $2 a can, 16 ounces, 10% alcohol by volume. It's the new Four Loko. It's the drink for the party generation. It's for tailgates and pre-games and brown bags. It is the quickest and cheapest way to, get your buzz on and get you where you need to be. If you're on a budget or you want to just party, you want to get the job done, Pirate Water is for you. So go to drinkpiratewater.com. You can find all the locations that sell it, or you can order it online. And party in a can. Also, big announcement for anybody in the New York area. The Bordy Barn has been saved. The guys who own, if you're familiar with the Hamptons and the New York City bar scene, the same guys who own Rathbones and John Scott's was this place, and the Drift, they have purchased the Bordy Barn. Friday nights, it's just open like whatever. It's called the Barnyard Beer Garden. Friday night, I think, is a regular night. Saturday night, they're bringing back the Drift. The Drift was just this unbelievable scene. Outdoor deck, DJs, multiple bars. You're underneath the moon. Amazing music, great booze, tons of bartenders. The Drift was my favorite bar of all time. Saturday night was always you go to the Drift. Sunday day was the Barn. So what they're doing is Saturday night is Drift In Saturdays. Sunday is called Sunday Fun Day, where it's back to that same vibe. They can't use the same name, copyright issues, whatever, but it is going to be white people music, pouring beers on your head. Don't bring your cell phone. Wear your costumes. Don't wear your best clothes. So basically, my favorite years of life, of my existence, was Saturday Night Drift, Sunday at the Barn. And both of those things were taken away from us the last decade or so. And these guys are bringing it back. This is like, this is the most like humanitarian effort, the best I've ever seen in my life. If they do it right and they bring it back the way that, and I think they will, because these guys are all just like bartenders and firemen and guys like us who bought into bars. If they do it right, it's going to be fucking incredible. So mix your pirate water with the Barnyard Beer Garden. Do your Sunday Fun Day. Do the Drift In Saturday. I'm hoping it's going to be open for the summer, I would imagine. But it is coming. So get ready for that. Voicemail.
Hey guys, I have a question. I have a dumb question, and this is it. How many days in a row would you have to come home to find a pigeon in your apartment before you became suspicious that someone was planting it there? Me, for instance, I would say 4. The first day I'm like, hey pal, get out of here. Second day I'm like, how'd you get in here? Is there something wrong with the integrity of this building? Third day, calling up the landlord, I'm like, hey, there's a pigeon problem. Fourth day, I'm like, who's behind this? Who are you? Thanks for your time. Be well.
I swear to God. I fucking love this kid.
Fucking hilarious.
I love him.
That was the funniest part of the show.
I want to hire him to just write more questions and cards. Whatever our next card game is going to be, whatever our next YouTube series, this guy's mind works in mysterious
That's
ways.
unbelievable. Or he's just got a pigeon problem. That is.
Or he's had a pigeon in his apartment for 3 days, and tomorrow he's ready to cause a ruckus.
That was so goddamn. Who's behind this?
My number's way higher though.
Oh, my number's way lower. If I come into my house twice, there's a pigeon there. I'm like, what the fuck?
See, to me, I'm just like this godforsaken city and this like shitty apartment I live in. Fuck this,
Bro, I've had a pigeon in my apartment one time. If there was a pigeon apartment the next day, has anyone else here ever had a pigeon in their apartment?
No.
Right.
1 is out of the ordinary.
Right.
2 is catastrophic.
How many people in this room have ever like handled a pigeon or seen someone? There's a couple homeless people who let pigeons like crawl all around them. The thought that someone is handling a pigeon and bringing it to your apartment is so infinitesimal. It's much more likely that you live in a shitty apartment building and the door is open in the hallway or in your apartment or the roof or something like that.
I think it is different that he says house. Because, yeah, in New York apartment, it can have... Again, I've had it happen once.
Where else are there pigeons?
There are pigeons in like I like where I grew up. There were pigeons, and I guess I grew up like technically in a city. It's like
There are no pigeons in the suburbs.
I guess not the suburbs, but like Fall River is I guess a city.
There are pigeons in. Are there pigeons in like when you went to school in Iowa? There's pigeons.
No, I'm thinking more like in the suburbs of Chicago. I've seen them. It's usually around like bodies of water. Like there's going to be pigeons.
Those are more like seagulls, aren't they? But no, bro. If you go to a lake, you're going to tell me there's pigeons? No way. You are in a city near a river for sure, but you're going to be in a city.
No.
No what?
There's suburb pigeons.
I kind of agree with Jackie.
Where?
Just in the suburbs.
Like
I think
the trees and shit.
Yeah.
Maybe because again,
They're just
Fall
regular
River is-
birds.
We all think that there are pigeons. Like this is like all of us against you.
I've never seen a pigeon anywhere outside of a city.
I haven't. I wouldn't think they're not there. There's definitely less of them. It's like homeless people. They're around, but just less. I
bet you there's a very proportionate percentage of pigeons and homeless people.
Yeah.
I bet you that's a very good comparison. Like you'll catch a homeless person in the suburbs. You'll catch like a pigeon in the suburbs.
Yeah.
I mean, I see birds in the suburbs.
I get. Can we just get a Google on this?
Yeah, pigeons are found most common in cities because of like lots of
Food,
few predators, and high-rise buildings.
Right.
But there are pigeons everywhere.
Yeah, homeless really nailed it.
But like, I mean, I guess I shouldn't say
for the exact same reasons.
Right. They really are. They're like they should also migrate. Like I guess pigeons don't migrate. Pigeons are around in the winter.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, this is where I was born. This is where I'll die.
You're telling me pigeons fly south? No way.
No.
I guess I shouldn't say that. Like I'm not saying there's no chance of a pigeon being in the suburbs, I'm saying I don't think I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
Like
There's too much space in suburbs for them to get killed by hawks. That's why they stay out of them.
Hell yeah. I think I'm right.
Well, like I'm seeing it like them near food places. I would never see it like near my house, but like in food places.
Like in a city?
The supermarket.
There are
Trash.
food places in the suburbs.
Yeah, no, that's what Jackie's saying. That's
yeah.
where she sees
No,
them.
that's what Kevin just said in the city. No, like there's food like near the food spots. Like anywhere there's a dumpster.
I bet like if
What
you
is
went to
that?
like the dumpster in like the suburbs, there's pigeons. They're where food is.
No fucking way. There's
You're
no fucking
about to
way.
get so many pigeon pictures in your DM.
I don't think I am. I bet you I'm not going to get a lot of pigeon
You're right.
pictures from
Don't
the suburbs.
DM, tweet them.
Yeah. I mean, just having never seen one in my entire life, I bet
But
there's
you
not
spend
that
most
many.
of your life in the city.
But I lived in the suburbs.
Yeah. I've seen pigeons. I think it's just like they're definitely less.
It's probably like
they're less.
like rats too. It's like
Yeah, they're around, but they're not.
you're
a
really
major
not
problem.
going to see a lot.
I think again, having one pigeon in my apartment, two, I'm like someone's doing this.
I think my number for like a person is doing this rather than, like I said, the basement window is open and it's just like flying around. Because I also would start to just think it's the same pigeon, unless I like. No, because I guess if you had a pigeon in your house, you would like open the window and let it get away. I don't think if there's a
ran.
pigeon in my house, I close the door and I'm
Yeah.
just like, I don't know. So if I kept seeing the same pigeon, I think I'd be like, this pigeon now dominates my apartment.
Yeah,
So I would,
I've done that with rats before. I was like, all right, fine, that's your room.
yeah, right. The rats yes. So to me, it's not really
Respect the boundaries,
the
though.
days. It's the number. If pigeons kept increasing,
he's telling his friends.
yeah,
Warm
'cause
as hell.
even that, I think I would be like, the pigeon put out a call for his pigeon friends to come because we're taking up a house in the suburbs now. I think it's got to be like 10 days.
10 days.
Because again, it's just so much more logical to me that there's just a pigeon problem as opposed to a nefarious human problem.
I got enemies, dog.
Apparently.
Day 2, the antenna goes up. I don't know if I'm gonna start calling people out just yet, but I'm gonna have a list.
Who would be your number one pigeon person?
My pigeon culprit.
Yeah.
If I came into my apartment 2 days in a row and there's a pigeon, I'm
Nate.
seeing where Nick Tarani is.
Tarani?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great call.
I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna, where you been the last 2 days?
The length at which they would go for a joke.
Yeah.
They're like cultivating. It's probably one of those carrier pigeons. It's like taking notes for you or something for your joke. All right, next up.
Nick's at Central Park with a bag of bird seeds. I don't know what you're talking about.
He's one of those guys that are just on top of him. Pigeon lady from Home Alone.
What's up, KFC Fights, rest of the gang? First time, long time. I was just listening to your episode from last Thursday, and I got two things for you. First thing, Jackie, you're absolutely crazy for thinking that you should have any say in how long you wear that helmet for. You should be wearing that helmet for free, let alone getting your bar tabs paid for. So you should be very grateful to KFC for being so generous to you. And secondly, Fights, you were talking about sticking
I
your
thought
dick
that
in the
was weird.
shampoo bottles and whatnot, which I'm pretty sure all of us did when we were younger. I ended up doing the same thing when I was a young teenager, and I was in the shower, stuck my dick into a shampoo bottle, was actually successful in getting it in there, and
that's
then
not good.
Yeah, I
trying to
wouldn't
get it
bring that
off,
part up.
ended up hardening up, and yeah, couldn't get it out. It's stuck inside the shampoo bottle. My dad comes downstairs and is knocking on the shower door, asking me what I'm doing in the shower for so long. Kind of wave him off, just telling him that I'm in the shower and I'll be out in a minute. Another 15 minutes go by. It's still stuck in there. I can't get it off. It's not coming out. He comes down again. He's wondering what I've been doing in the shower for a half an hour now. Whips open the curtain, sees me in the shower with the shampoo bottle stuck on my dick. And yeah, it wasn't great. So it's just got me wondering, what's something that your guys' parents caught you doing when you were a teenager that, you wish they hadn't seen?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to beat that one.
Nothing's
But
topping that. That
That's
was
a-
the worst though
that's
when
a
your parents
catastrophe.
would like knock on the door
Yeah.
when you were a teenager. Like, dude, I was in there. Like, I get home from school like after practice and stuff, like 5:30. I was showering 5:30 to 9.
Yeah.
Like it was. I am. Bro, I am the reason Africa doesn't have water. Like it is all went down my fucking drain, dude. It is. Like, and
Dude, you're
like,
the reason why those urban legends of the clogged drains exist.
Yeah, dude. And by the way, I come home from practice wet because I showered there, and I'd be like, I gotta go shower.
You know what's so weird is you see it in like pop culture, and I have not had this conversation with my parents. Maybe you guys have had it in real life, but you see it in like movies and TV shows where the parents are like, "Oh yeah, like I could crack the towels." Yeah. Like you would go in your room and lock the door for hours. And you're like, oh, they knew what was going on the whole time.
I was pretty sneaky with that. I was like,
I think I was too, but
I'd like come in something twice, and that was it.
I guess you just know though when you have a 12-year-old boy that he's also jerking off everywhere.
Why are you doing laundry so weird? You grab a chunk and you throw it in. Yeah. You know, individually touching stuff.
Throwing rocks.
Separating whites and colors. Get out of here. It all goes in.
I feel like I was pretty sneaky with that, but I bet I wasn't.
Yeah, I
bet I was like...
I was sneaky when I came home drunk. They're like, this 15-year-old is hammered right now.
Same shit. I bet I thought I was being quiet, and I was actually just like, oh! Nobody heard that, right?
Yeah, that's why.
But by the way...
Actually, I bet you could fucking trace that, too, to people who are, like, silent during sex with people who... had a sibling,
parents or whatever. Yeah.
Like I had
it room was right there.
Wall. I mean, it was separate rooms, but I had a sister right next door.
Yeah,
your boy wasn't making noise.
Were you jerking off like super slow and quiet?
Not have you ever jerked off so dry?
Slow? Dry for sure. So, have you ever jerked off with someone else in the bed? Okay.
God.
Jackie, it's gonna be right in your headphones.
Stop it.
It is an accurate portrayal.
Don't do it again. I can tell that you're going to do it again. Don't do it again.
No, that second one was stern enough. I think I have to meet with HR if I do it again now.
We all didn't do our sexual harassment training.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. Clearly. If I do that, then I can't claim, ignorance on this. Any plausible deniability. I can't think of anything worse than your dick stuck in a shampoo. I mean, first of all, the shampoo bottle tops are so small, and I don't want to dick shame, but if you can put your dick in a body armor hole, okay.
Yeah.
Like as a kid or an adult, body armor's okay. A shampoo bottle is like dog.
Yeah, that better be a handle.
That better be a Costco size fucking.
Got that shit from a crane at Sam's Club.
Yeah. But when you do get your dick stuck in something, that's got to be scary.
Oh, I think you're gonna say
because it's like when you have a thing wrapped around your finger, like your finger's gonna die.
Yeah, it's gonna tighten.
As a guy who lost the tip of his finger, could you, as a survivor, let's say, could you imagine like your dick is, whatever's inside the shampoo bottle is just like turning purple.
Yeah.
And you're trying to pull it. It's like a finger trap. It's getting worse.
Because the blood's rushing in, the blood's getting trapped in there.
And not to mention, you're probably like, let me lean it up to get some shampoo as my lube.
Dumping in.
But then it's just going in your hole.
Oh, goodness.
I would go get butter. I would go get oil. I'd go get like anything.
I feel like a woman could do it much easier. A girl, I guess.
I don't think a woman's getting their dick stuck in a shampoo bottle.
No, but like they can get things. Like I feel like it's a much more common thing to get something stuck in you.
Inside you?
Yeah. Like I don't know if it's true. There was like the rumor that one of my friends in elementary school had like her cousin was like fingering herself with a frozen hot dog and it broke off in her. I don't know how true it is, but it's something we all thought.
That was way too casual, right? Like that should have been prefaced like, "Yo, I got a story."
Oh, really?
Yeah. My friend's sister or whatever was fucking herself with a frozen hot dog. Yes, I've never heard that in my life. Poke a couple holes in it first. Poke some holes in it, cooks all the way through.
Gynecologist just stuck in a fucking popsicle straw.
She had a yeast infection. It came out of corn dog. Yeah, it had the when you microwave the hot dog and the edges like go like this. They burst open a little bit. That pussy was hot.
Had the grill marks. Like the Burger King kind of. They draw with a Sharpie.
Fucking hilarious. I don't know. I feel like girls are not as prone to put things inside them as much as we're prone to put our dicks inside of things.
Yeah.
Like as when you're going through puberty as a chick, are you just like?
I feel like
everything
I'm
inside?
not. I was like, I'm always like so, like scared of that happening and like whatever,
Something getting
but,
stuck.
Like,
Yeah.
I think like there's some people, but like I don't know. I feel like it's like you hear so many horror.
I think it's just
Lena
mostly
Dunham
guys
was
being like,
putting
if I was a
rocks
chick,
in
I'd stick stuff in me all the time.
Yeah. Lena Dunham was talking about putting rocks and shit in there.
Yeah, in her sister though.
Yeah. No. Not a good
child
story to tell.
sister.
I mean, like if I'm a chick, I'm putting that egg in my pussy for sure. I'm putting that egg in there. I'm putting the lava lamp in there. I'm maybe trying to put that can of beans in there. There's so many things that are going in. The body armor feels like a.
Kevin's why those dragon dildos exist.
Yeah.
Kevin's female brain.
For real. Time for our interview with Jay Pharoah. Very funny dude. The best with impressions. The Kanye is just.
Who do you think
so
he was
funny.
talking about? What comedian?
He said use your context clues, and I thought it was going to be more obvious. It was a height discussion, so at first I thought it was going to be Kevin Hart.
Exactly, me as well.
But
then he said impressions. I don't know.
I don't think Kevin Hart does.
I don't know how
impressions.
tall Ari Spears is.
I was going to say Ari Spears.
Oh,
Yeah, he's 5'10",
that's
yeah.
exactly
Yeah,
who it
yeah.
was.
He's 5'10".
Because they probably were in the same sort of like club,
Yeah.
doing the same act, and yeah, he's good, but he's no Jay Pharoah.
Ari Spears does have that one where he does. It's like fucking. It's like DMX. It's like he does a
He
whole
does
rap.
rappers. He does
It's like
Biggie.
DMX, fucking Jay-Z. It's someone
Yeah.
else. I remember in high school we'd
He's
like
good.
be like all like around that, be like, watch this. And it was
Yeah.
like, it's your man, Young Hov, Young Girl.
Yeah.
He
is good,
that was mine. It was
but
not good.
Jay Pharoah doing Jay-Z is pretty fucking flawless. So Jay Pharoah talking about his new movie, behind the scenes at SNL, Pete Davidson's big dick, a whole bunch of stuff. KFC Radio, Jay Pharoah, let's talk to him.
We got a lot to talk about, but before we get into everything else, we were at the 9/11 MSG thing, right? And we were like, wait, Jay was at that too, right?
Yeah.
And we Googled to double check. And if you Google Jay Pharoah 9/11, no, you know what? It's
not the worst thing that could come up if you Google your name plus 9/11.
What is it,
It's like the
porn
second
movie or
word.
something?
Close. It is just endless links to you talking about Pete Davidson's 9-inch dick. Literally just Jay Pharoah 9/11.
Well, according
Pete
to-
Davidson confirmed BDE 9 inches. Jay Pharoah says it's 9 inches. Jay Pharoah.
I want to listen. I want to clarify. I want to go ahead and let's just clear the air about this. I didn't ask this man what he had. It was like a drive-by dick telling. You know what I'm saying? Like he just came.
He just offered it up.
He came. Yeah, bro. It's like dude. It's like it's 9. I was like, yeah, whoa, good for you. I mean, the hell, the black standard, brother. Can we move
Welcome
on
to
now?
Tuesday for me, bro.
I just came in here. I came in here to talk about this sketch.
Put your pants back on.
Yeah,
Pete. Put
it
your
back.
dick away,
But
dude.
according to Kanye West, it's 10 inches, and that's what is so funny to me is the fact that Kanye called up Charlamagne the guy. He was like, you gonna be cool with a white boy that's smashing my wife with a 10-inch dick? I was like, yo. And like, that haunts, I could tell. It haunts his dreams.
Of course.
He dreams about it. His nightmare is Kim and Pete's tape, whatever. Did he ever make it? He didn't make a tape with Kim. That was the other. That was Ray J.
Ray J.
Yeah. That's, man, I'm not going to say I don't have a tape out there.
You do?
But I don't have a tape out there.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
I don't know if I believe you.
You do. There's no tapes. Because there's no face, no case, baby.
That's the name of the game.
Make sure you subscribe to KFC Radio on YouTube to get all the video content. Subscribe, comment, like, and make sure you turn on the bell notifications so you know whenever new video content drops.
I want to say something, but the video has to be fast, so that's it.